When I think about this question holistically, the first thing that comes to mind for me is we've got to move the way we think about microlearning, upskilling, reskilling, training, developing people. We've got to move that from a check the box syndrome. I call it check the box syndrome because a lot of times people have this approach that I've got to go to training today, or do I have to go to that right now? I'm really busy. And so it's viewed as a disruption. Or, now I need to look at, do I need that? Because here I'm really focused on this, and what you're offering is not something that I feel I can really need. I don't really need that right now. And so, one of the examples, I remember when I was at the state of Tennessee as the state's chief learning officer. And one of the things that we did with the governor was like, Trish, I want all our workforce in all 95 counties, all 40,000 employees, I want everybody to be customer focused. And so I'd like a whole new learning and development experience around what it means to be customer focused. And I remember we did all of this hard work and we put together this amazing content. I worked with Disney and their customer experience officer, and we got all kinds of amazing pieces threaded into this learning set. Well, we launched this learning set, and then I get a phone call from an employee who says to me, hey, I took customer service training about 10 years ago. Do I need to take this now? Because I've already had it. And so for when we talk about upskilling and reskilling, for me, that always comes to mind, because I'm like, well, what you learned 10 years ago may not be what's current and relevant in today's work environment. And the customers today are not the same customers that were, their demands were different 10 years ago, and the way we interact with our customers. So it reminds me that, this idea of upskilling, one, we've got to have a mindset that, hey, I need to be a lifelong learner. And I need to keep learning. And then the micro learning piece, what I love about that is let's chunk it. Let's make it in small bites so that people don't feel overwhelmed. Let's take a huge topic like handling conflict, and let's chunk it down to little bite-sized pieces that people can learn, apply. And then the other component of that, when we reskill, what we're saying is that we're recognizing, you know what? Yeah, I mastered that a few years ago. There may be opportunity now for me to learn a new way and think innovatively or creatively about how I do something to be most effective and efficient.